Greetings, dear, beautiful, precious spirit soul that you are, right there where you are. It is such a joy to be here. My topic, you have enough to start. See, people always say, well, I don't have enough. I don't have enough money. I don't have enough love. I don't have enough appreciation. I don't have enough good health. I don't have enough time. Where'd those words come from? Why are you saying like that? Why are you talking like that? You see? And so what happens is, instead of people manifesting what's in their heart to do the thing that they really would like to do and be, they listen to the mind. And then they do what the mind tells them instead of doing it, and it talks them out of it. Or it tells you you're not enough. You're not good enough. And that's a very deep program. That is a deep command that goes right into the brain that says, you're not good enough for me, or for this, or for that. What is good? What is good? What is bad? You are, as an absolute goodness. That's who you are. Not at the level of your mind. Don't be getting into the mind stuff I'm believing, or the character I've built, or, all my programming and all my knowledge that I've learned, and all my degrees and all my stuff and all my things, and blah, 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 blah. So you got to learn to know whatever you've been taught or told was valuable probably is the worst. But it makes people do, just like a mortgage on your house. It's a mort gauge. It's a death gauge, you see. And all the things that we've been taught that are valuable and they're important, and you have to, in order to be a success, in order to be, not a failure, in order to have love, and appreciation and acknowledgement and recognition, because then you'll have the happiness that everybody else has. Because you see them smiling in all their pictures. Everybody smiles for a picture, and the next minute they go, well, smile. Say cheese, the next minute, it's just, it's a fakey thing, always trying to make it look good on the outside. And in fact, not making it good on the inside. And when you have goodness on the inside, you're going to have goodness on the outside, because that's how it operates for all of us. And it isn't saying the good and bad duality reality. I'm talking about absolute goodness. And that's also called righteousness, right useness. And right useness is knowing how to use something. Like, I don't use the vacuum cleaner to, wash my dishes. Only because there's no water in my, you know what I'm saying? And I don't, so right useness isn't about being a righteous fanatic, which fanatics are the scourge of the world, as we all know. And because they can't allow it for anybody else, because and that is taught in many religions. And it's a religion. It's getting legions of beings to have some kind of a one-pointed thought system, because whoever can control your thoughts and control what the meaning of those thoughts and the definitions of those thoughts and those beliefs are going to control your actions. And so that's why everything's always working for what you think, what you believe, what's true, what's false. All fake, real, true. Going on and on and on and on, creating these narratives, because who you are is very important to the false reality manifestation, because it's a continual to get you to believe that rather than trust yourself and do what your inner guide tells you to do. What your partner, your beloved, is who you are. Yes. So anyway, you want to know you have enough to start. And everything has a start, a beginning. And in this reality, in the beginning was the Word was with God, the Word became God. And this is how this construct is working. Also, another way you know the constructs are the Hermetic axioms. That's not ultimate truth at all. No, all is mind in this world, this reality. The mind isn't who you are. And what it is, if you want to say you have divine mind, that's fine, but you're still fracturing yourself. And after a while, you realize you don't need fracturization. You bring yourself all together, all your senses, your extrasensory, your ultrasensory, your inner and outer and up and down and all boom right here. I'm not on all these other timelines. I'm not in a timeline. You see. So when you know who you are, you just begin and do it, whatever it is. Like, I've announced this is the beginning. The new prosperity renaissance adventure. Because real prosperity is the joy of your own being. The abundance of love that is always there because it's who you are. The abundance of happiness is you. And you know where the happiness comes from? And this is the key. This is why people don't get it. The whole deal. The real joy of selfless giving, when you give truly for the pleasure of the other without any expectation of anything now or later coming back to you. Do you know what happens from that? You are catapulted in the divine pleasure. But do you know how people won't do that? Because they're so afraid they'll lose. Well, business is fine. You negotiate, you do this, I get this, blah, 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 but that's business. That's how it's going on or whatever. And yet we want to move into the gifting because if you're a real pleasure seeker, and that's our nature, because pleasure is our nature. So everybody's going to 5 sense pleasure. Then these people get stuck in their genital pleasure. And then after a while, it isn't because it's all mental. It's conquest. And then it's all the nastiness that comes out of all of that that's cruel to all and abusive. It's not who we are. Right now, very, very important, the tide has turned and is the end of evil, my darlings. It has to end within you and me. And where it ends is evil is living backwards. And when you live centered in who you are, because you are life itself, you are an energy source. You are vitality. You are the very the example of eternity. And so you've got to give up age, you've got to give up all that programming, get all that stuff, have the courage and everything to do that work that frees you from all of the beliefs and concepts and stuff that has stopped all of us from our full self-expression and knowing, and we do know it all. You have enough to start, whatever it may be, and it has to happen now. Whatever it is you say you want to do or to be, it will never happen tomorrow. You don't have a future because you don't have a past. Yeah, I know. You gotta start.